here's the meat for the pie. So in here I have half a pound of lean mince beef or the mince steak, whichever you want, a large onion, and I've chopped it up and I'm just browning it in some oil. So it's quite simple, this pie, but very tasty. So I'm just going to put in there 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, give it a bit of colour and a bit of flavour, and I've got just over half a pint of vegetable stock, which I'm going to put in there. And I actually should have put the flour in to thicken it just before I put the vegetable stock in, but never mind about that. Just give it a good stir up. So that will thicken it, and I'm just going to leave that now to cook down for about 45 minutes until it's nice and thick and unctuous, and then we'll have the filling for the pie. So I'm going to turn that down to a simmer now and put the lid on. And the plate meat pie here, you need enough pastry obviously for a top and a bottom. So I'm just going to roll the pastry out and put it on the bottom on the plate. They're nice, these pies, because they're not too deep. Kids like them because there's not too much of them. And you can always, if you wanted to make it a bit more nutritious, you could put chopped up carrot in, small cubes of carrot in, and red peppers, but this is just going to be plain and simple, just a plate meat pie. So I'll see you in 45 minutes. Right, so the minced beef has had about 40 minutes and it's cooled, and it's made quite a thick amount there. I've just sieved off some of the juice off there, the gravy, because you don't want it too loose, obviously. But and also just check it, the seasoning. Oh, that tastes so good. So the tin plate, I've just greased it and rolled out my pastry. So I'm just going to put that on the bottom and tip the filling into it. Yum yum. Spread it out there. Then I'll brush the edges with egg with a tablespoon of water added to it. On goes the top. Just press it down to seal it. It's just a little bit thin there. So I'm just going to do a little patch up job, which doesn't matter at all. So that's sealed. Let's cut off the extra. You don't want the pastry too thick though on these plate meat pies, otherwise it's all pastry and no middle. So that's that done. Let's get some flour. Then just pretty the edges up a bit. And you could do this if you're not a fan of beef. You could do it with lamb, or you could do it with turkey mince, although turkey mince needs a little bit of pepping up, so you might have to put some thyme in or something like that, but you can make them with different fillings. There we go. Just going to brush this with egg. And then I'll serve this with green vegetable, broccoli maybe, or green beans and some swede, whatever you like. Or if you want to make it more of a bigger meal, you could use mashed potato, anything really. So just cut a couple of slits in the top to let the air out. So that's the plate meat pie with just half a pound of lean minced beef and 2 small onions or a large onion, 2 tablespoons soy sauce, 2 tablespoons flour, oil to fry, and some salt and pepper, and it's going to bake for 40 minutes at 180, and then I'll show it to you when it's baked. 1 plate meat pie. Ooh, yum yum. Just come out of the oven. Just heated the gravy up. So let's see what it looks like. Oh, pastry's lovely and crisp. Ooh, that looks good. It's actually quite juicy, so maybe don't need the gravy, but just in case. Ooh, does that look good or what? Just with a little bit of gravy on and some buttered swede and green beans and plate meat pie. Yum yum. Give it a try.